So if I'm in a survival situation and my box match is wet, all I have is dry matches, I would grab a window, find a window, and put my finger like that and strike it as soon as possible. Boom, and it strikes. And this is normal matches. You see it strike on box matches. I'm gonna take one out and then I'm gonna grab it like that with my finger and put it on the head like that, and boom, that easy. Again, this is how I do it. I grab it like that and a third finger like this, and just put it my fingers on the wall like this and like strike it. Let's check it out. You gotta strike it fast. You see, sometimes it even can break. Boom. You wanna grab the piece of napkin by the end and start twisting it. Then we're gonna get this cheese out of the wax. We can even open it and stuff. And then we're gonna wrap it around the wax over the napkin. Now we're gonna put it kinda on a plate or something. One here, there's another one I made, one right here. Now let's try to light it and see if it works or not. There's one and there's two. And it works awesome. All you need is a piece of cheese with the wax on, and one little cheese like that will make you a candle for a while. How awesome is that? As you can see, I got a pound of potassium permanganate. I'm gonna be using only a little bit, and glycerin. So let's check it out. First I'm gonna put some potassium permanganate in this, on the back of a can. Then I'm gonna make a little dent in there, and I'm gonna grab glycerin and put glycerin in there. Something like that. And we're gonna wait a minute and we'll see what happens. Do it. So as you can see, we're going to need a bread maker container, and then we're going to need 4 candles. As long as they can fit into the bread maker, this is perfect. So next what we're going to do is light the candles up. Then we're gonna put a small pot like this. Then we're gonna grab a bigger pot, flower pot, and it's a ceramic pot. It can withstand a lot of heat, and put it over. And then we're gonna grab some kind of metal pot and close out this hole right here just to keep them even hotter. And then we're gonna grab this ceramic pot and put this one over the top. You don't have to block the holes, but it's kinda nice. So how does it work? Ceramic pots can withstand a lot of heat and does not break. And all the candles, only 4 candles, actually produce a lot of heat. But we capture this heat inside of the 3 pots. It will be really warm. Try it yourself and let me know what do you think. And if you ended up in a survival situation in the winter time, you can heat up your house or your place like that easily. Or just heat up your house if you don't have any electricity and your house is really cold. Or like if your lights went out and you need emergency candle and you like Brazilian peanuts, I can make a candle out of this, or you can make it, because that's really easy. So let's see what we're going to do. So all we need is a Brazilian peanut, and we're just gonna light up the corner. They are very fresh. They're not cooked or anything, so you need the fresh ones. And you just light up the end of the peanut, and guess what? They're gonna burn for a while. And they don't smell even bad. And to make them be able to place them, just cut the bottom of the peanut so you can just place them down. and on any surface, and they're just gonna stand as a candle, you know what I mean? Very cool, huh? I think the oil of the peanut is just goes up to the top and burning. That's why it doesn't burn that fast and takes a while. We're gonna do a rocket stove. All we need is 4 cylinder blocks. We're gonna set one like that. Then we're gonna grab this one, set it down here. For one brick, we need to break this part off. So we would set it up on a stove. All you have to do is stand like that and smack it 1 time here. Or 2 times. Or 3 times. So flip it over. Smack it here. And as you can see, you got perfect side right here. And on top like that. That's it. We're gonna put firewood over here, and it's gonna burn from here. Oxygen gonna suck in from here, and fire comes out from here. That's why it's called rocket stove. Alright, as you can see, all the wood is over there, and fire coming out from over here. And we're gonna put our pot on top and boil it. And as you can see, it boils now. So in emergency situation, you required light to fix your car or something, and you don't have any light. All you have is tuna, matches, some kind of thread, and some kind of sharp tool. Lighting a match for light is very insufficient because it will burn out quickly. How can we make a candle out of a tuna? Simple. All you have to do is make a hole, put cotton thread to it, and light it up, and it will burn for a long time. What kind of tuna cans do we need? You see, it's tuna in oil. This kind of vegetable oil or olive oil will work. But if it's tuna in water, it's not going to work. We need a tuna in oil. So very important, where to look for tuna in oil. It should be saying here or on a side over here. But you see it says in water over here, in oil over here. Easy to find, but this is very important because in water it will not work. So we're gonna make a hole with a knife. Very simple. Put the thread through and push it through as much as you can. Once the oil come out of the can a little bit, kind of rub it in this thread inside in the oil, then just cut the rest and it's ready to be lit. And we got a tuna oil candle, and it's actually cool because it's even reflects from here, makes even more light. Pretty much we're gonna make a flame inside of it and cook on top of it, just like that. Very simple. So let's get to it. So all we did is chop the wood just like that, and we pretty much gonna take couple pieces out. Let's take this 2 out so you guys can see. And then we got like dry, and then we got dry leaves or shut up. And then we got dry leaves or like dry grass or anything. And for the fire starter, small twigs. Okay, next we're gonna light it up and put these logs back together. Alright guys, after the small twigs are on fire, the log will catch on and it's gonna burn from inside out and like fire from the top. Charles, you wanna help me out and put, how do we cook on it?
Well, this is just a ½ inch of dirty water just to see how long it would take to get it to boil.
Yep. Alright, as you can see, we're using this log as a stove. It's actually burning from inside out and it's gonna boil this water in minutes, you know. We have a little bit of twigs from inside to start this fire, but after a little bit this big log's gonna start build on fire and oxygen will come from here and fire gonna go from the top and it looks like a stove, just exactly like. Oops,
the handle on that's broken.
yeah, just check it out. Look, it looks like a stove. Fire comes from the over there. We put our cooking supplies on top, whatever. Alright guys, 5 minutes later, check it out, full boiling. So what you wanna do is grab it like that and squeeze it in the middle. And like keep squeezing it, like to the corners as much as you can. As you can see, it's like just like this maybe. Just hold it with one hand and push it with your thumb as much as you can. And once you got it like that, what you want to do, put your hand like right here and like here and squeeze it, push it in as much as you can. As you can see, we're gonna get this breaking points right here. We're gonna squeeze it a little bit more. See if I can, as much as you can. So it's gonna look like this, you see it? This is the easiest breaking points. What we're gonna do, turn it over and do the same. Maybe put it like that in your hand, lock it in and push your finger into it. As much as you can. So now we're just gonna push it together, just like that.
There it comes.
And then turn it over. Whoa. And do the same thing here.
Kind of squirting me a little bit.
That's what she said.
Oh!
Then we're gonna turn it over and do the same. Boom. Then turn it over and do the same. To the point where you're just gonna be able to do it.
What do you got in your shirt there?
For you. But what kind of can is that? I don't even know.
Maybe like diced tomatoes.
Oh man, this is nasty.
Oh, is that spinach?
There, this is spinach.
Oh no.
So, but I'm gonna prove it to you guys that you can open it.
You're proving it. Oh, I just got squirted with spinach juice.
Look at my glasses. Hey.
Dude, the camera is soaked.
But if you need to survive and open it, I'm gonna
man.
show you that it's possible. Let's wipe off that camera.
Let's do it.
Come on. Dude, you think it's the first time? That camera has been soaked.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it has.
Film it?
That's what she said. Oh.
So of course.
Oh my god, here, let's get a close up on that.
You wanna continue on this thing. Just up and down. Well, I think the best if you get the can without this kind of juice, but you wanna keep squishing it like that, up and down. And as you can see, the metal is breaking. Then you wanna do this kind of motion. And guess what?
Oh my gosh, that's pretty.
I just opened.
Hold on, let's see that.
And I just opened
Oh, that
a can of spinach.
That looks delicious. Look
yeah, but I don't care how dirty I am. In a survival situation, I probably will be dirty anyways.